Tell me when to start.
Go ahead, hit the button. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there today? Welcome to the Side Jawn. I'm your host, Dennis Holmes. I am with my co-host, Sharon Mullen, the chocolate girl.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you still got the screen up. You gotta
Oh,
unshare.
okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. There we go.
Yes,
Good
yes, I definitely can hear you.
morning.
Welcome everybody. Like I said, to the Side Jawn. If you got your cup of tea, you out there getting your car washed, whatever you doing this beautiful Saturday morning. Again, welcome to the Side Jawn. Like I said, we are here today because today's show I wanted to call, what's going on? That's what I wanted to know. This ain't gonna be one of them long drawn out shows. This is gonna be short and sweet. I really want to know what's going on. All right.
Are you gonna break out into some Marvin Gaye?
I might. I might. I just might. But I really want to know because I'm gonna start with this one. Social media, right? A lot of
Uh huh.
people a lot of people are nervous about social media. And you know, people got private pages. Some people, on social media just lurking for other people. They not really on there to enjoy social media. They want to know what somebody else is doing. They done made 5, 6 extra pages just to lurk and see what somebody else is doing. So I want to know what is the point of private pages on social media?
I can't speak for other people, but and I'm not sure what some of the reasons are that you've heard. But some of the reasons that I've heard, besides the sinister ones, which I'm sure you'll get into in a moment, is they don't want people to know what they're commenting about, like they're people closest to them, and they use social media as an outlet to release things. And I guess they feel emboldened by the keyboard, the anonymous keyboard warriors. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
The ones that feel like there's no repercussions for saying whatever the heck they want to say. And they feel like, okay, if I make it private, only those that I want to come into my sphere can be in. And that's why they do it. For me, Dennis, I wear a lot of hats. I wear many hats. I do a lot of things. And I am a great separator. When we're talking all the time, I'm always telling you about how I'm a great separator. I can separate things well. I can feel this way about this, but then I can look at this over here and blah, 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 right?
Right.
So the way I am, I'm like that, I guess, across the board. And I like my one life to be here and another life to be there. And some lives don't need to meet. I'll just put it that way. So my social media pages are all private, except for my business social media pages. Those are public.
Okay. Now I've had the reason I was asking this question. I've had some people, hit me up. I'm always out there to give advice on podcasts, and they be like, "Well, how'd you do this? And how long you been doing it? What you been doing?" And they'll be like, "Well, listen, I want you to follow me," and I go follow them. I can't follow them, can't find them because their page private. And I'm like, I don't understand. If you got
Oh,
a
okay.
podcast,
So you mean they're so private that they can't even be found to ask permission to friend them?
Right.
Now, I don't have mine like that. You can find me. You just can't be friends with me without my permission. You can find me by my name though. Hmm.
Okay.
Now that part about not being found, I don't know. Maybe they got warrants. I don't know. They don't want people to find them.
It's crazy because now I'm not even talking about them personally, right? I'm talking about their podcast page couldn't be found. And
you know what?
And one of the hardest things I was telling them, I was like, it's hard to get people to start watching your podcast consistently. Don't make it even harder for them to find you.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. And I think people who do that, either one, they don't realize they have it private, or two, they realize they have it private, but they don't want someone to know they're doing this podcast. There's somebody out there, some entity they don't want to know that they're doing this podcast.
Yeah, to me, that's weird. I'm gonna let you know that.
Well, it is to me too, especially for business purposes or podcast purposes. You want your reach to expand as far as you can. You don't need it to be private if you're truly trying to do a reputable podcast.
Exactly.
Now, if you're just playing around and it's just you and your friends doing it just for you and your friends, then that's a different story.
That's the way I see it. Now, it's some people out there, they'll say things like, yeah, make sure when you go live, tag me in it. And, I'm trying to find these people. I can't find them because they private. Then I'm like, all right, well, listen, you're private and I'm not. So why don't you just type my name and you look for me? Then they're like, why I gotta look for you? Because it's hard to find you. That's why.
And you just tell them and keep it moving. See, to me, that's somebody who doesn't fully understand social media. They're not going to admit to you that they don't understand social media. They don't understand their settings and I know people that I talk to on the regular who do not understand how to manipulate the settings on their Facebook. Let's just use Facebook. They don't know how to manipulate the settings to make it do what they want it to do. And rather than asking for help with it, they just leave it the way it is and they don't worry about it. And so when you talk to them and you bring it up, they don't know what to say and they don't want to admit they don't know what they're doing. A lot of prideful people in this world, Dennis, that don't want to admit they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they just don't.
Too much pride, but then want to know exactly everything you do.
Oh my. Oh yeah. They want to know all your business, everything you do, everything you think, say, watch, join, everything. But then they don't want to give any of their information. I know some people like that. And when I peeped it, I had to stop telling them everything that's going on with me.
Right.
And then they'll stop and they'll say, okay, well, tell me what's going on with you. I'm like, tell me what's going on with you.
Right.
No, you don't get all the chocolate information and you're not sharing yours. Sorry.
And then they'd be like, well, what you doing? I'm like, well, everything I'm doing is on social media. You can see all of it. You can Google me. I'm right there.
Yeah, that's true. That is true about the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. That is true.
Right.
Now, for me, I don't put what I do on social media. I just don't. Even though I love it, but I don't put everything I do. I know that's going to change once I really do my real relaunch of the Chocolate Writer. All of that's going to change. It's going to be a whole different look across all the social media pages that I control.
Well, I had to start looking at it differently. Like, I want to say it's been about 3, maybe 4 years now. Mm-hmm. I don't think on Facebook, you're allowed to write a status. And they usually ask you, what you thinking or what you doing. Mm-hmm. I haven't wrote a status in about 3-4 years. I usually don't write anything on my timeline. I'm usually, I can put a video up. I can say what I got to say. I'll say it on the podcast. I'll say it, how I feel. But I'm not writing anything down. I ain't doing that. Right. I don't do that no more. Now, I have in the past, been in situations when I was younger, whereas though I'm going back and forth with people arguing, blasting them on social media, getting a laugh out of it. I've done that dumb stuff. That don't make sense. I look at social media in a whole different way now. I look at social media as, it is a timeline, not a lifeline. That's
Got
what it
you.
is. I really
Don't
look
let.
at social media as
Mm-hmm.
like going to the mall. That's exactly how I look at it. Either I'm going to the
That's right.
Instagram mall, Facebook mall, the Twitter mall, the TikTok
Mm-hmm.
mall. I'm going to the mall.
That's right. And just like you're the quote that you said one day, don't let your timeline be your lifeline. Isn't that what you told? Isn't that what you said?
That's what
I was
said.
like, ooh, I wrote that down. It's sitting on a post-it right on my, the light that I use on me when we're recording at my desk. It sits right there on my light on the post-it. It's right there.
That's exactly it. Don't let your timeline be your lifeline. That's the
That's
way I
right.
feel on.
Mm-hmm.
So like I
That's
said,
an
a lot of
excellent
people out
quote.
there with private pages and want to grow businesses. Unprivate your page. Whatever you going through, because these are people that's going through just petty stuff with other people. So whatever you're going through with these other petty people, let them petty people live. Like, let them live. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're gonna see them. They're gonna still try to be on your private page. They're probably friends with you on your private page. You don't even know. That's how petty
Right.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're just waiting for
And
you to say
see,
something.
and just do it like I do. My personal is private. My business pages are public. And in that way, it doesn't affect my business that I'm keeping folks out my business, out my private business.
Right.
Right. But and then I don't put anything personal on my business pages. And that's another mistake people make. They'll use their business page and then put private thoughts and private things on it. So you're convoluting your message. And messaging is extremely important. That's what I do in PR, in digital marketing, in my my personal business. I don't know how many times I have to explain to people, do not use your business social media name to express personal thoughts or controversial thoughts. That's not what that is for. Some people just don't listen.
No, they
They do
don't.
not
They
listen.
get into the habit of, I feel like I got to say something. Let me type this
I
up.
got to.
I
Yeah.
got this. I got to type it up and say something. No, you don't. You need
And
to get you
that's what
somebody
I
to talk
tell
to.
people. You need to create a social media page that doesn't reflect who you are, no personal information to the public, so that you can be that person and say whatever you want and express it and release it. I do believe that people should use social media for what it's worth to release things. I don't have any problem with that. Release it. But just understand, don't be a keyboard bully. That's a whole different level. Release it.
And don't release it and think that the backlash that's coming with it shouldn't have came. You knew that when you was typing it, that it was going to get this type of backlash. Don't try to make it seem like,
Well, what
everybody
I
else.
do? What?
All I did was state the facts, and some people don't like the facts.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Some people don't like the facts. It's just what
I'm
it
just
is.
stating the facts. So
You
you
want
mad?
to
I'm
state the
stating
facts. You don't want nobody to say nothing. Say it in your house. That's all you got to do.
You got that right, Dennis.
Say it in your house, or do like Kevin Durant. Make you a burner account. You say whatever you want on it.
I hate that term, burner account.
I just
hate it. I just hate it. And I remember when people found out that he had a burner account, and then he got maligned for it. I'm like, I don't have a problem with him having he's a public figure. He needs a burner account. Mm-hmm. He needs an account that's anonymous, that he can say whatever the heck he wants to say, and he doesn't have to face the public backlash. Everyone needs that. Dennis needs that. I need it. Everybody needs to have a burner account. I don't see the problem with it. And I feel people who poke fun and all that, you don't really understand social media. That's my synopsis. Or you just don't like Kevin Durant, which is a whole nother story. We're not going to get into that today.
Well, he ain't the only one that got a burner account. There's a bunch.
Yeah, I know it. But he's the main one. When you say the words burner account, what's the first person you think about?
Kevin Durant. And there was somebody else. Somebody else had a burner account. I can't think of, but Kevin Durant, you right.
That's the first person, because everybody made such a huge deal about it, about him having one. So anyway, enough about that.
Right.
But yeah, but the bottom line
So,
message is, if you got a business account, it needs to be public. That's the bottom line.
and do as much as you can of that free social media marketing. Try to get as much free social media marketing as possible.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's like the mall. When you go to the mall and you're trying to tell people you got this going on, or you out there trying to sell CDs, whatever, you got to hit everybody in the mall. You need to hit everybody on social media.
That's right.
It's free. It's free marketing. That's how I feel on that. Now,
free and inexpensive, like those Facebook ads, very inexpensive, and they have a huge reach.
Yeah. Instagram ads do as well. I don't know about Twitter. I haven't done a Twitter ad. I don't know about that yet.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Twitter today.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something else that was, blowing my mind, and I was thinking, what's going on?
What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Dennis?
Not too long ago, I want to say maybe it was 2 months ago, I was having a conversation with Sweet Love, and they were saying,
shout out to Sweet Love TMA.
Sweet Love TMA, I'm sorry. Shout out to my girls. And they were saying, how come males don't have birth control? And I was thinking, I was like,
Hot topic alert.
Why is there no male birth control? And I've been thinking about it for a while. And then at first I was thinking about the women I've seen with the birth control, with the pills. And then, the women I've seen take the Depo. I think that's the name of it. And then the other women I've seen that actually got the IUD. Is it IUD or IUP? I think it's IUD.
IUD.
Yeah, I was thinking about all that, and I was sitting back, and I was told that the Depo has a lot of side effects to it that makes women a little off. The pH balance a little off. And with the pills, if you miss a day, I've heard girls say that you can take 2 the next day and you'll be all right. But like I said, I was sitting there wondering, I was like, it's female birth control out here, but it's still a bunch of kids out here. So I'm trying to figure out, is this birth control really working? That was the first thing I was like, is it really working out here? Like, and then y'all taking shots, y'all got these IUDs, the IUD falling out, the shot ain't always working. But then I thought about it the other way. Then that's when I became an ignorant thinker. That's when I was thinking the other way. And I was like,
right.
I think I know why they ain't never make no male birth control. Because child support would be out of business. Child support office would be out of business. That is exactly why. There would be no child support office, no Planned Parenthood, the abortion clinics would be gone. I think I came to a conclusion. I know exactly why they make no male birth control. But I'm going to let you tell your story on why you think they make no male birth control.
Oh, that's what you think. You really think it's about the child support, huh?
I really think it's the government.
I believe it's the government, but the government is controlled by who?
It's supposed to be the president, but I'm not.
No, what kind of people control the government?
Oh, the white
people. Mainly.
Them people.
Men.
But it's them people too.
I understand, but they're men.
Right.
And I'm telling you, if men had babies, birth control would be free for everyone.
Right.
Because men would be the ones who's included in the everyone if they were the ones to have the babies. Because women have babies, birth control is not free. Now, as long as women are the ones that having babies, society will put the onus on the woman to control her birthing situation, even though it takes 2 to create one. Now, how fair is that? Oh, so because the baby grows in me, then it's my. Okay, first of all, let me just say this. Women are the gatekeepers, okay? We have the final say on whether or not there's going to be any chance of a baby popping off. Okay. And that's one of the things that I've told you before, that I, when I speak to young girls that I'm so-called mentoring in a way, I always say to them, you have the final say. Just because he sweet talks you or spends money on you or does whatever does not mean you owe him your body. You have the final say. Now, if you feeling good and you just want to get your thing off too, then you can't cry about it later. If you don't take your own precautions, don't rely on him because he's not going to do it. Why? He's a man. And you guys are bred from birth that it's not your responsibility. And that's just the fact of the matter. And since we all know this, then a woman has to protect herself.
I kind of see that conversation going a little different in a room full of men. I do. I can see a man.
How would it go?
Now,
Tell us, Dennis. How would that conversation go?
I got X-Lax over here, but I can see a man having a conversation, right? And he'll be sitting there like, yeah, man, I'm about to go over Portia house tonight. You know, we're going to go get them. Hold on. Let me make sure I take my birth control. He pulled out the birth control, right? But take it. Here come three more. Hey, man, let me get one of them pills. Let me get one of the birth control pills. Let me get one. And the whole room, it's like pulling out gum. Everybody, let me get one.
Because it would be free.
Right. Well,
right.
I'm not gonna say that it'd be free. I'm not gonna say that because just like when I'm gonna
say that because that's the reason why Viagra is covered by insurance and birth control is not.
What's the name of the thing?
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said, but I'm trying to think.
Viagra covered by insurance, birth control pills not.
Right.
All right, there you go.
I'm trying to think. What's the name of the gas station pills? Let's just say the gas station pills. Right.
Oh yeah. That's new to me.
I knew a couple dudes.
I never heard of that until you told me about these gas station pills. I call
them the Meek Mill pills. That's what I call them, the Meek Mill pills, because they'd be like, hold up, wait a minute. I thought I was finished. So I knew a couple guys when I was younger, about 10 years ago. They had cases of Meek Mill pills. And we was having a whole conversation. One of them was called Black Ant. One of the pills was called Black Ant. We having a whole conversation. And they was like, no, this Black Ant is all natural. You don't have no side effects, nothing like that, but it make you go longer. You know what I mean? You can keep going. And, everybody all out there. So next thing you know, he just started handing them out. And I was like, if it was birth control, I could see him doing the same thing. Oh, who you going to go see? Oh, no. Here, take this birth control. Better than being child support office. Go ahead. Better than being child support office. Take the birth control. You'll be all right. Make sure you go see the doctor and get you some more birth control. Hey, man, you got any more of that birth control, man? I left mine at home, man. I'm about to go see Clarissa. Oh, here you go. Telling you, it'd be passed out like gum. You ever see people pull out gum? Everybody put their hands out. They'd be passed out like gum.
Yeah, and it would be plentiful. You could probably get them everywhere. You could get them anywhere. They'd be free. Look, they'd have pill parties.
I can see guys right now at the gas station talking to the guy at the gas station. Listen, let me get 2 Black Ants and 1 birth control.
Exactly. And that's how it would be.
And put the rest on pump 4.
You know what's so funny? It's always pump 4. Every time I hear a joke, somebody tells a joke and it includes a gas pump. I don't know why they always use pump 4. What is the rest on pump 4? One's on at pump 4. That's what I want to know.
Shucks. All them people out there rallying at the birth, well, my fault, not at the abortion clinic. Abortion clinics be shut down.
You got that right.
Damn.
Shut straight clean down. I'm telling you, I tell you, it's something. But to answer your direct question, I'm telling you, if men had babies, we'd have free birth control for all. Because it would be for all the men.
Yes, it was.
And then we wouldn't have all these, talking about population control. Man, God has a sense of humor. And I had a dream once that we woke up one day and God had switched it. And all of a sudden, y'all were the ones with the babies coming out of y'all somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
Some orifices. That's what hurt. Y'all have no idea.
Man, that pain y'all go through, I congratulate y'all.
I'm telling you.
Congratulate y'all.
It is not for the faint of heart.
Sure ain't. And then it's some powerful women out there. They got like 5, 6, 7 babies. So more power to you. Got to be some of the strongest.
Much more power, because I have the one, and trust me, I'm happy I stopped at one.
I'm also happy I stopped at one.
I'm good. Well, of course you are. You ain't had to push one out.
Nope, crazy. Sure didn't. Thank God for that.
Oh my goodness. Anything else on your mind?
No, that was
questions making you just go,
no,
what's going on?
This was like a perfect side Jawn moment for me, because I just had some things that was just on my mind, and I was just feeling. I said, you know what, I'm gonna talk to Sheila. So I'm gonna talk to Sharon about it. I said, Sheila, I'm gonna talk to Sharon about it. So I had some things on my mind. Shout out to Sister Sheila. What's up,
Sheila? My sister Sheila is always riding in them comments, boy. Riding in the comments. Ride or die.
Yes. Now, do you have any final thoughts?
Well, here's my final thoughts. You know, I'm big on family. We don't choose our family. Our family is just our family. In most cases, we don't choose our family. I'll say it that way. Because what I've discovered is there are occasions when you do choose parts of your family. But for the most part, we don't choose our family. So if you have family out there that you're not close to, that you don't see a lot, reach out to them and just let them know that you're thinking about them. Say hello. Your voice might be the only voice that they hear that day that really means something to them. And it might be pulling them out of a tough time that you don't even know anything about, even though they're family. You just never know how a kind word will just bring something out of them. And it might save a person's life. Suicide is real. I don't know if you've ever had any family member of yours commit suicide. I have. And it's a tough thing. And if I can say a word or do an action or even a thought or prayer that helps someone or saves that person or keeps them from thinking that they want to end their life, that's enough for me. It takes more energy to spew hate and evilness and negativity than it does to disseminate joy. So my final thoughts to everyone today on this Saturday morning is make it a point to disseminate joy today. Do it with a smile, with joy in your heart, no matter what's going on in your life. Just make a decision to be joyful and disseminate joy today. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, this is the last week of April. So we are now going into May. So I would like to say that, make sure that you take your time on your decisions. You don't have to rush your decisions. I rushed a couple of decisions in my life and made some bad choices. But now I actually take my time on decisions and actually see and weigh it out and try to see which way things are going. And last but not least, again, it is a timeline, not your lifeline. Just remember that. This is not going to. Don't let social media affect your regular life. Social media is the mall. You only go to the mall to do things that you need to do, not to tell your life story.
Yep.
But if you're selling a book, you definitely want to be public. That's the only thing I'm going to say with that.
Exactly.
Yes. This has been the Side Jawn, short and sweet. Just my thoughts. I am Dennis Holmes. This is Sharon Mullen. God bless. Great day.